Hello, my name is Joseph Menares and I'm a PJ teacher candidate at Ontario Tech U. My journey to reaching this point has been a long, challenging, and filled with one of desire. I've always wanted to be a teacher who motivates and inspires. A lot of this stems from my experience with my personal fitness and health and how I found my own life goals through this journey. In this video, we will dive into my story with extracurricular activities throughout my educational career and how it influenced my desire to be a teacher and coach. Entering the school environment in kindergarten and primary, I saw the classroom as the only thing that mattered when attending school. Sitting in my designated seat, listening to the teacher, and cooperating with classmates were the only objectives from 8:35 to 3:05, Monday to Friday, from September to June. I never connected the benefit of school to anything outside the classroom. However, I was very wrong. Something that always held me back in my ability to see myself participating in extracurricular activities was my poor relationship with my body, exercise, and food. As a child, I struggled with my weight and childhood obesity, which often held me back in athleticism, coordination, and most of all, confidence. Seeing the weight go up on the scale and seeing the changes in my body, I shied away from the traditional extracurricular activities most 8 to 9-year-old children are interested in. When I entered grade 4, junior level sports teams opened up, but as I mentioned, I didn't find myself athletic or skilled enough to make any of these teams. The school then announced a think tank team, which involved 6 students grade 4 to 6. They met at lunch on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I decided to give this club a shot and try my first extracurricular activity. Each practice involved us looking at case studies and coming up with creative solutions on our own. Each solution needed to be recorded with viable possibilities, and it was a test to see how students can think on their feet and on the fly. The competition came up, where various teams met in a high school cafeteria and were all given a brand new case to analyze. We had to write our overall impressions and potential solutions for a case about environmental disaster off the coast of Northern Ontario into Hudson's Bay. Our team recorded multiple viable solutions, and then we were tasked to act out a skit to represent our solution in a comedic and entertaining way. This specific extracurricular activity presented a unique blend of cross-curricular content. It presented us a way to analyze an environmental biology strand of science as to how we approach this problem. We also practiced our language, writing, and reading skills in how we recorded our findings. Finally, our oral communication and drama performance required us to dive into the arts curriculum, presenting 3 curriculum strands all in one activity. Fast forward 4 years later, and I decided to try out for the senior boys basketball team when I hit grade 8. As basketball was my favorite sport to watch on TV, I thought I would give it a go. In tryouts, I remember giving my best effort in all the drills and hoping for a shot to make the team. Fortunately, I did enough to make my first sports team. However, I was still lacking in athleticism and coordination to get some meaningful minutes on the basketball court. I did try my best to be the best cheerleader from the bench, though. Grade 9 brought a new stage of life for me. As I entered high school, I remembered the requirement to take gym class. As I tried to get it out of the way early, I remember grade 9 gym class being daunting for me. The push-up tests, the time mile runs, the beep test, and all the physical activities that were required intimidated me. I decided that I would do my best to get in shape to ensure that I could keep up with my classmates. With hard work and a new mindset, I was excited to take a new shot at extracurricular sports teams within my school. As grade 11 came around, I decided to try for my school football team. Although I always admired the athletes on TV, I realized quickly how tough and physical the sport is. With my newfound enjoyment of physical fitness, I found myself enjoying the practice and team aspect the sport provided for me. Playing on the defensive line, I appreciated my teammates and our shared goal of stopping the offense on the field. The sense of accomplishment when a big play was made gave me new insight as to why extracurricular activities were so important. My football coach was a lot like the ones you see on TV, screaming at the team, the refs, and even the opposing players. Seeing this on TV gave me a certain perception of coaching. However, the real moment came when our coach was consoling us after our playoff loss. He spun it as a learning moment, where we had to build something and work for something greater. He gave the responsibility to us to be better. This was the moment that blew my mind as a player. It was then I realized that coaching is more than what we see on TV. Coaching happened behind the scenes, when all the cameras were off. Ultimately, as a coach, I want what everyone wants. I want to feel that celebration of hoisting a trophy above my head, winning a game in dramatic fashion, and seeing my team elated with their accomplishment. But I know that is not what the job of a coach really is. My philosophy as a coach would be to ensure all players grow and learn how to work as a team. My job as a coach is to motivate my players to grow and maximize their potential to be better athletes and people. This leads to the teacher-coach dynamic. I take the same philosophies of inspiring growth and maximizing potential into the classroom and apply it to my students' learning. I want to ensure my job revolves on helping students and players be the best they can be as they move past my classroom or my team.